Staying with Jammu and Kashmir, one of the busiest hospitals in the valley lies completely vacant even after the waters have receded. The facility is non-functional. Roving editor Mahrukh Inayat gets you this ground report.
Right closer to the hospital, and there are two fire tenders here which are trying to bring in the extra water that had gone into the hospital building. They're trying to remove that from inside the building so that it becomes hospitable at that time for patients to be brought in. Let's just go inside the Bone and Joint Hospital. Remember, it used to be one of the busiest hospitals, which is in Srinagar, and even now, whenever this hospital opens, we are hoping that it opens at the earliest because there's a huge influx of patients that needs to be brought in here. What we found inside, as we were going inside the hospital, is that it is relatively clean, which is primarily because of the work that has been done by the locals here to ensure that this, and local NGOs, locals who are working here, and doctors themselves who are trying to clean up the hospital. As you can see, absolutely nobody here, but from what we were expecting before we entered the hospital, for it to be a muddy mess, clearly an effort has been made on the ground to make it better. But what is really lacking at this point is a push given by the civil administration to make sure that something as a hospital, and a hospital as important as the Bone and Joint, should be made operational ASAP. If you can see, right ahead is the X-ray department. I can show you the ECG department here as well. Obviously, most of the machines are not here. We've been told by the locals that, and the officers here who are first being government officers cannot speak on camera. They're saying that on Friday, when the waters first came in, the hospital was officially shut down, and after that, what they made sure was all the machines were moved to Sonbar, because at that point, this was the area that was worst hit by the flood, and all the patients were moved because of the diligence done by the medical superintendent and his staff. But at this point, the question being asked is that for the Umar Abdullah government to make a push so that this hospital, which is the busiest in Kashmir, is immediately restored. There are enough doctors in the area, in Babad, Bargula, which is the adjoining area, who can come here and work. Half the employees who work in the hospital are here. But what needs to be made sure that it is completely sanitized, which can only happen if the civilian administration puts that extra effort. This is the X-ray department here, and that has still been hit by the water, which clearly means that there are some parts of this hospital that need immediate attention. It's appalling that a hospital which caters to so many people has been shut down for more than 5 days. And in such kind of a crisis where there are going to be more and more injuries and people coming in from different areas, it is imperative that this hospital starts functioning in the next few hours. With camera person Prashant, this is Mahrukh Inayat inside the Bone and Joint Hospital that still remains shut in Srinagar for Headlines Today.
And Gaurav Samant now joins me for the latest in the Valley of Despair.
2 days of sunshine and relief operations could take place at a fast pace. But now, if you look at the latest, now this Kashmir Valley, the Srinagar Valley is about 160 kilometers long. At the widest, it's about 35 kilometers wide. Now, this is the flow of the Jhelum River. It breached its embankment and came more towards the eastern side. And if you look at these worst affected areas from Badami Bagh to Jawahar Nagar to Shahid Ganj to the Secretariat to Batmalu, this is the badly affected area, Rainawadi also. The western embankment is relatively better. It's dry. That's where the Chief Minister's house is, Raj Bhavan is. This is the higher ground. So this is where people are safe. There is no water in this area. An effort is being made to make some of the relief camps in this area so that people could be shifted here. But let's look at what is happening in the valley now. What's the weather like? Well, 31 degrees Celsius is the temperature during day, 24 degrees Celsius in the evening, but 80% chance of a rainfall, thunderstorm in some area, and that could hamper rescue, relief and rehabilitation projects. That is where there is clear and present danger.